Welcome back to Weeknight Slumber Party,
Here we are, episode 2.
number 2. Wait, anyone that's watching
Well,
us on video just saw like the craziest, like, it's going to be so fun because we decided in order to film this that we're going to use the actual FaceTime app. So I'm realizing that all of Karen's visuals are just going to be affected by the effects.
yay. That's actually cool. It's going to add to
It's going to
the
be crazy.
experience we're celebrating.
I think I can also like, because my video is on photo booth. So I think I can like do crazy
Dude,
stuff. I
you
could
can
just
do,
like
yeah.
always exist
could
in
be
the
that.
dizzy. I
Yeah.
think like we're gonna be taking full advantage of this system.
Beautiful. But yeah, now we're like on different coasts currently.
Yes, that is different from the first one. And unfortunately, we don't know when we're gonna be back in person. Yeah. In our studio.
So, but you know what? We make do, and this is fantastic, actually.
I think it is fantastic. I just think it is funny that we spent like 5 hours putting together that studio for one episode that we still have not posted.
Hey, but by the time they're listening to this, our first episode will be out.
It'll be up. You'll have seen it. Well, your mom really wants this to take off.
Yes, my mom was very excited about the podcast, and she was asking when it was going to be, when we were going to drop the first episode. So, after she said that, I was like, we gotta lock in. We gotta
we do.
We gotta get this done.
The other thing I'm just remembering is that she said something bad was gonna happen. What day was that?
That was on July 5th. I remember that very clearly.
Okay, actually a lot happened in my life on July 5th, but actually in both of our lives on July 5th.
July 5th was a crazy night. Yeah, so maybe my mom was right in like a very hyper specific way in regards to like our lives. But for the world, I don't think, minus the terrible tragedies that are happening in the world, it wasn't anything, it's not like the world ended, which is I think what she was getting at.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we're still here. I feel like a lot of healing has happened since July 5th, which is a really positive thing.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to say on that.
Right. Yeah. Maybe one day.
Someday there'll be a movie.
Someday
or a book.
Be a movie about
or an album.
Or a book. Yeah.
You just wait and see.
What are we going to get into, Jay? How have you been?
The last time we saw each other, last time we saw each other was like July 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that time frame.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then
4th of July weekend.
Yes. And then I went to Europe for like 10 days. And now I'm back at med school.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I didn't even know you were going to Europe.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I just saw your location was in Sweden one day. And I was like, oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It turned out to be the cheapest plane ticket. And I had time off from school for all of July. So I thought, why not?
Yeah. And how was it?
Wait, I have a crazy story time from Sweden, actually, if you want to hear it.
Okay. Yes, of course.
So I obviously like didn't really plan this trip at all. I booked it, I think like maybe 24 hours max before my flight was about to take off. Got on the plane with no plan. I didn't even have a place to stay, which usually my rule is like, I know. And I was like, I'll travel wherever, and all I need is a plane ticket and a place to stay, and I'll figure the rest out when I get there. This time I didn't even have a place to stay, no trains booked, just a plane ticket. So I land in Stockholm, and that was like a whole adventure. It was great. And I had decided that I was going to go to this other city that's on the other side of Sweden called Gothenburg, which is like the second biggest city in Sweden, like after Stockholm.
Okay.
And so I just booked a train ticket. It was like $30. I was like, okay, great. And I booked it the day before. I was like, I'll figure out my like housing later. I'm on the train to Gothenburg, okay? I'm looking online at like what hostel I can stay at in this city. There are no hostels. There's like literally no hostels in Gothenburg. And the ones that they had, like the hostel adjacent like budget accommodation was all sold out. So at this point, I
Wow.
was panicking. It was like 2 a.m. US time, so I didn't even have anyone I could call and like freak out about this with. I was just like sitting on this train, obviously like healing in a really profound way due to the events of like July 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th and so on and so forth.
Right.
Um but so then I'm on booking.com, okay? Cuz I'm like let's like pick a travel website, like no more Google. Like let's just find a place to stay because I'm like with my
Yeah.
suitcase, like I need to drop this somewhere when I get there. The cheapest thing for $50 a night was a literal Viking boat.
Oh my God. Okay, this was the thing that you posted about.
Yes.
You stayed in a Viking, in a, wait, so you stayed in a boat? Did the boat move?
No, so it's an old Viking ship that's just parked in the harbor of Gothenburg.
Wow.
Okay, so I get there. It's like, I want to say maybe 10 p.m. It's dark outside, or it's just getting dark outside.
You got there at 10 p.m.?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Okay.
So I walk to this Viking boat, right? I like walk into the ship. First, the door is locked. The outside door is locked. So I like ring this doorbell that they have on there. And that's this like somebody somewhere who definitely was not on that boat, I'll tell you, like buzzed me into this boat, okay? No directions, no nothing. I'm now in the boat and it says there's like a sign in front that says reception. And so I follow the sign to reception. The reception desk is like there's no humans there. It's just this like little table with a phone on it and a safe next to the phone, like a small safe.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then it said on the table, like it basically said like call this number from the phone and we'll help you check in. So I call the number and they're like, okay, this is the password to a safe. You can open it and then you'll find a room key with your number on it.
There's no like identity verification. You just call the phone and say your name?
No, they did not ask for a passport or anything. Maybe they had like cameras and they were like looking at me and they were like, yeah, this person looks very lost. But no, they
That
just
is
gave me the
so
password for the
interesting.
safe and hangs up the phone. He's just like, this is the password. He said it one time and then was gone.
Whoa.
Yeah. So then I type in the password into the safe and I open it and there's one singular room key and it just has my full name on it.
Wait. Okay, that's kind of crazy and that's kind of cool and mysterious, but also like so scary.
It was insane. And then
Oh my
I take
God.
the room key. It has my government name on it and my
Oh
like
my God,
room
it's like a
number.
VIP experience. Like
Mind you, this is like
exclusive.
an olden times Viking boat where like
Yeah.
it's like dark, there's no lighting really.
Is it like slightly rocking?
Not really. It's
Okay.
pretty still. I think it's like very anchored into the harbor.
I see, I see.
So now I have a room number and I have a room key and I don't really know where to go. So I just start wandering around this Viking boat and I'm like, okay, let me find my room. It takes me a long time and I finally find my room. The whole time I'm telling you, I'm just hearing voices. And I was like, I don't like, the vibes were so like Halloween-esque haunted that I was like, are these real voices or are these ghosts? And this is the story of my entire experience on this trip, okay? Because I was on this ship for almost 72 hours staying there. And I did not see a single person the entire time I was there. I
That's
always heard
creepy.
voices. And I just assumed that those people are like in their rooms and they're talking or whatever. I never saw anyone. I just heard people.
You didn't see anyone throughout your entire stay?
Not a single person.
That's so. But you were hearing voices like around you?
Yes, but I could hear people talking. I made a whole TikTok about this, by the way. If anyone ever wants to check out my TikTok, it's at YOLO with Jay. Shameless plug right here. But like genuinely, like there's a whole tour of the ship. I have a whole story time about this. Like if you want to know more about this Viking ship in Gothenburg, there is more information available.
That is in Gothenburg. That's so. Okay, but like. Oh, is there like no breakfast, no concierge? Like, how does this work?
I like was not made aware of any of those services.
Okay. It's not like you can be like, hey, I need some new towels.
No, I like wouldn't know who to call. The other thing is this was a hostel like type thing where like my room didn't have a bathroom in it. It was a shared bathroom. And so
Okay.
the most disgusting like unmaintained bathroom. Not actually, I can't say it's the most because I have definitely had worse just while traveling everywhere, but it was pretty bad to the point where I took one shower there on the first day and I was like I'll like wait till I go to the next city to like start showering again because I just cannot be in there. It felt very like military, but like not modern day military, like sort of like if you go to like an old-timey fort where they used to have like military bases and stuff, and like the way it exists now, if you were to put a shower head in it, like that's what that shower was like.
Oh, was it like gross? Like there was,
It was like rusty and like not the beautiful kind.
oh, what kind of beautiful rust is there?
Like, you know how Taylor Swift says in her song August, salt air and the rust on your door, I never needed anything more. Like, that's beautiful rust.
Okay.
This wasn't that.
I see. This is like grimy, gross must.
Yes.
I said must.
Must. Basically.
Rust. Okay, that's not fun. That's disgusting. That's crazy. I could never. I absolutely could never do that.
You know, once I got into it, I was like, this is so YOLO. Like, this is amazing that I'm just like experiencing this all on my own in the middle of like some random town in Sweden. Like, this, like, who knew 10 days ago, on July 5th for that matter, that like this was gonna happen.
Yeah, honestly, that's like a once in a lifetime experience for sure.
It was crazy, and it's definitely a one-time experience. If I ever go back to Gothenburg, ideally I'll be in a financial situation where I can afford a proper hotel.
Yeah. But hey, you got to stay on a Viking boat, a haunted Viking boat.
Yeah.
No, that's really scary, actually.
It was creepy, but also like it was kind of camp. Like the idea of like being, because obviously like it wasn't haunted, right? Like it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe. I will say, like, the basement area had so much seating and there was nobody to sit in it.
I hate
the
that.
whole thing was just couches and like coffee tables and tables to sit at, and it had really good lighting for like filming videos and stuff, but there was just nobody there.
Dude, and you're going in the summer too. That's usually like peak tourism season.
Yeah, this was mid-July.
Why is there nobody there? That's really scary.
I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
I don't do the freaky deaky ghost stuff. And you're on a boat? No. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But I'm happy for you that you got to experience that.
Thanks.
It sounds unique. Yeah.
Unique is a crazy word to describe this.
I mean, it is a very
It
unique
is.
experience, I would say.
You know that guy on TikTok that like he waits for the trains and he gets so genuinely excited when he sees a train that he loves?
No, I know the kid that waits for the lights to turn off.
Yeah, same thing. I feel like those kinds of people would love this experience.
Wait, why?
No, it's just like they are so, well, not the kid with the lights turning off, but the guy that loves old-timey trains. Like he would enjoy being on this old-timey boat so much, I think. Like this is the kind of experience for him, and he would not think for a second that it's haunted.
Right.
I love him and I love how happy he is.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
I'll send him to you later. He's great.
I think the kid that enjoys seeing the lights turn off would be excited to see the lights turn off on the boat.
Yeah, I don't think the lights turned off.
You're just on the entire time.
I think they were just on the whole time.
Oh. Well, then maybe he wouldn't enjoy that.
I don't think he would
experience.
like it. Well, has anything else happened crazy in your life since the last time we spoke?
Nothing crazy, but honestly, it's just, I was just having a conversation with one of my friends about just like where we are in life. I don't know. I feel like what I've been surrounded by for the last few months is just everyone around me has either faced like great difficulties in their romantic relationships or like broken off romantic relationships, or they're just like hopelessly yearning for someone. And I think I've just been like surrounded by that from like multiple different people, many different friends for the last few months. And I was just hanging out with this like new friend, and like and we had this whole like great conversation just about like, oh my gosh, yes, like women power. Like we had just, finished school together, so we're like super excited about our future, da da da. And then like the rest of the conversation was just like, she's such a cool girl that like I admire her so much, and she's like seems super, I don't know, confident in herself and like what she wants to do. And then I just see her like crashing out over this man. And I don't know, it's just sad. I'm like, another baddie has fallen. And it is sad to see that. And I just feel like I've been surrounded by that a lot. Not even like with yearning, but just like, I don't know, my other friend is having difficulties in her relationship. And then like I was having this conversation with my friend where I think I have really stepped into an era now of like, I think I'm very content with where I'm at right now with my life. And in a weird way, I have not felt like I need to be in a relationship. And I think that's because I'm finally in a place where like I am like just enjoying myself and like living just for myself and not for anyone else.
That's like an extremely positive thing.
Yeah, and it's been an extremely positive experience actually. And I don't know, it's like I can kind of just truly be with myself and just consider the things that I want to do and that I want to achieve for myself. And I just don't think I've been able to fully do that in like a really, really long time. And it's been pretty good.
What changed?
Just in like
how did you get from a place where you felt like you were living for other people to now you're living for yourself?
Oof. Honestly, I feel like a lot of it was just doing stuff that I don't know, kind of just throwing myself into uncomfortable positions. And I mean that in a way of like doing more things by myself, or just, I don't know, kind of just thinking more about my own goals and things that I want for myself. I guess just centering myself in my own life, rather than centering others in my life. I don't know, like I would just like go out, and I think I used to think of things where like, oh, I wish I could go to this museum and go to this cafe like with someone, or like it'd be so fun to like go. And it is always fun to like go with a friend or go with someone that you love and spend time with them. But also it's fantastic to just go by yourself and enjoy that experience fully on your own. And that's what I feel like I've been doing recently. I've just been hanging out with friends, making new friends, just like opening myself up to making new friends, taking classes. I'm in acting class now, and I'm meeting new people through that. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel like my world is brighter in a weird, crazy way. And I've talked with you about this before, but I feel like I used to always have this like internal pressure of like, oh, I need to be married by 30, I want to have a kid by like 32, I need to like get this done. And I felt this weird sort of like, oh, I need to be working towards that. But kind of recently, like this year, I'm just like, I think I'm chilling. And I think it's better if I have this time now to focus on myself. And when I do get to that point where I'm like fully and completely satisfied with myself and what I want to do, I will find a partner that is going to match or even exceed that, which is better for me anyway.
First of all, I want to say I'm so happy for you and your journey, because I think we've come a long way. Even since July 5th.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think like we are like really on the right track here, and all of these things are so important to like learn how to take care of yourself before you accept somebody else into your life and like become this person that also wants to take care of another person. With all of that being said, you mentioned matching your energy. Expand on that.
Bro, sometimes I just need someone that can match my energy. And I mean that in a way of like, I'm a happy person, and I'm excited about life, and I love life. And I just like need someone who is also excited about life and loves life. Even when I say match or exceed, I mean like in their values and in goals in life and everything like that as well. But I think energy is a huge part of it, because you can check all of the other boxes, but if you don't have good positive energy, I've had past experiences where it's like it's just draining when the other person just can't match your energy, you know.
I've been kind of reflecting on this topic a lot recently of like this whole concept. I feel like TikTok and social media have like created this concept of like you need to find someone that matches your freak. And
yeah,
I agree with everything you're saying. I think it's so important to have somebody that energetically understands you and is on the same page as you at like a fundamental level. Like they, especially like you're saying, like you're a happy person, like you want to be with somebody that also views the world in a positive way. Completely agree with that. I feel like this concept of like your partner needs to match your freak though, maybe like a little unrealistic. This is an incomplete thought, so maybe you can help me complete it. But I feel like it's more important to find somebody that understands, respects, and celebrates your freak than it is for them to match it. Does that make sense?
I see what you mean. Yeah, I think there's, with many things, there's like there's a balance, and I think it's not like you need someone, I guess, to always be on that same like level as you, or always match your freak or whatever. And I guess like every person and every situation is dynamic, where it's like sometimes you aren't on the same wavelength or whatever. And I think that's where that comes in, where it's like it's important that regardless of those differences, you're still able to like love and respect the other person.
Yes.
And understand that like that's where they are, and that's where this is where you are right now, and it doesn't have to align all the time. So yeah, I feel like that's ultimately the most important thing. I just mean that in like there's sometimes situations where like if you're always the one that has to bring, you know, if you have someone who's just constantly negative all the time, or is constantly like, oh, you know, yeah, I don't really want to do this, or da da da, like consistently, that can get very frustrating and tiring, and patience can wear out, you know.
That it can.
Yeah, and on that note too, the person that had blocked me on Instagram has unblocked me.
Why?
They kept showing up in my like suggested people to like follow.
Okay. This person shows up in my suggested still to this day as well.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means, but this person unblocked me, and I just found that out today actually, because they showed up on like my like suggested whatever, and I was like, interesting.
Maybe you should block this person. Like possibly.
That would be crazy, but honestly maybe I should. I mean, because what happened was like a few days ago, I still had this person on other things like Venmo and Spotify, like random things.
Yeah.
And I took them off, all of it, because I was just like, you know, everyone, you just gotta clear all relations with people sometimes, you know.
Yes.
So I did that, and then all of a sudden they just unblocked me now, so
well,
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
And they've been reaching out to my other friend randomly.
Well,
yeah.
Some people just like you stay in their heads rent free. And I do feel that this is that situation.
I don't know.
You know what I was thinking the other day is we should create a fake editor where we can like tell our editor to like do things, but actually our editor is us.
That's crazy. Like, be like, oh, we'll tell the editor.
No,
we'll
like Jameson. Like, Jameson, please bleep this.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Like, I think it's, like, funny.
Yeah.
But, like, what should we name our editor?
Jameson.
Jameson? Okay. Well, Jameson, there's nothing to bleep so far. Thank you so much for all your help.
Yeah. Love you, Jameson. Oh, he's going to be so happy when he sees this little message that we left for him. You know, it's his kid's birthday this weekend.
Oh, really? How old is she?
Yeah. She's turning 5.
What's the birthday party? Like, what? We didn't get invited, or I didn't get invited. Is it in Boston?
No, remember, he's like remote now because he's in Wisconsin. But anyways, we love you, Jameson.
We
We
love you,
love you.
Jameson. Happy
And
birthday
happy
to your
birthday
daughter.
to your daughter. What are your thoughts on people matching your energy, matching your freak, or just like if people have to be kind of very similar to each other, and if they aren't very similar to each other, what makes people, get together? What makes these connections happen?
I feel like I want to talk about something else.
Okay.
Just because I don't think I have anything to say.
I feel like you would have stuff to say to that.
Can we talk about the Descendants Zombies World Tour?
Right. I have nothing to say about the Descendants Zombies World
Stop.
Tour.
You know you have everything to say about it. Do you know about it?
I heard about it, but I don't know. Is that happening right now?
It's happening right now. I am at the ripe age of 24 years old and I unironically want to go.
I mean, I'm sure. I think it's going to be a fantastic show. Because I think Kenny Ortega directed Descendants, and I think he also worked on Zombies, right?
I don't know if he worked on Zombies, but I think he directed the first 3 Descendants movies. I don't know if he directed the 4th one.
We love Kenny Ortega here.
We do. Truthfully, I have not seen the 4th Descendants movie, and I think I've only seen the first Zombies movie.
Yeah, I've seen Descendants 1 and 2, and that is it.
I can't remember what happens in 3. I want to say China Anne McClain is in it.
She was in the second one too, wasn't she?
Was she?
Yeah, when she does the what's my name?
What's my name? Yes.
Say it louder. I know that. That's in the second one, right?
Maybe. Then what's in the 3rd one?
I have no idea. I don't know. Look it up. What was the 3rd one?
Jameson, can you cut to the part where I find out what happens in the 3rd Descendants movie? I did see Descendants 3 because Descendants 3 was iconic. I was working at a daycare at the time that this movie came out, which is now I'm remembering why I watched it. It has this song called Queen of Mean in it.
Okay.
It's a crazy
What's the 3rd
song.
one about?
Basically, Belle and Beast's son, right, gets with Maleficent's daughter. But Belle and Beast's son, who's like a prince, he was like betrothed, or like this girl like had a crush on him. That was like from like the good characters. I don't remember whose child she was. Maybe like Cinderella or Snow White or something like that. But anyway, she turns bad because Belle and Beast's son gets with Maleficent's daughter, Dove Cameron. And she sings a song called Queen of Mean because she wants what she deserves. It's crazy. It's like actually a very iconic moment. And now in the Descendants Zombies World Tour, right? Because this song was huge, okay? In the daycare, every single kid ever was belting the words to this song, including myself, honestly, because it's so good. But
y'all got daycare kids singing, what, like 4-year-olds?
No, it was like summer camp daycare, so like elementary school age.
Okay. Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, so now on the Descendants Zombies World Tour, Dara Renee, do you know who Dara Renee is?
No.
So she starred as Courtney Green in High School Musical, the series. All 4 seasons she was in it. She started off as
I know who this is. I know who this is.
Yes. She was Nini, played by Olivia Rodrigo's best friend on the show. Olivia Rodrigo's character Nini obviously left, and then Courtney Green got to have her whole character arc on her own. I actually love her so much. Honestly, hot take, I think she's kind of being sidelined in this group of people that's on this tour, and she deserves more attention, but like that's a whole take.
Wait, she's on this Zombies and Descendants tour?
Yeah, and she sings Queen of Mean because she was in, I guess apparently she was in the 4th Descendants movie.
Oh, okay.
There's so much to talk about in regards to this tour because first of all, it unironically looks like a great time. Like the kids are there, they're screaming their hearts out. They like sing all the songs from the old movies, even though none of them were in the original movies. They just like do covers of them with like visual effects and like the very like Disney-esque choreography, like almost like you're at a show at Disney World. All of them are in the newer ones. So they're all either in Zombies 5 or 4, whatever the new one is, and then Descendants 4, the new one. So they all do their covers. But these are all like the next generation Disney kids that are like coming up. And now Disney's like very like a little bit adult. Like they let them say bad words. They let them do thirst traps on TikTok.
They say bad words in the movie?
No, on their social media. Oh. Like Selena Gomez could have never done that, you know?
Right.
But Kylie Cantrell can say whatever she wants online.
I don't know who that is. She like swears on social media?
Yeah, but she's like the it girl.
Wow. Okay.
They all have original music, everybody on this tour, and so they all like do their little moments of like singing their songs, some of them better than others. My biggest issue with this tour is that they are all clearly lip syncing the entire time, and they all have headset mics, and I have yet to see a performance where they're using the headset mics and not the handheld mics.
Wait, I kind of love a headset mic moment though. That's like so it's iconic.
I know what you mean. I do think it's super cool, like if there is a use for the headset mic, but I just think it's crazy that they wear the headset mic and then all of the videos online are them wearing the headset mic and singing into a normal mic. It's like, why did you bring the normal mic out?
Oh, they have a headset mic and they're singing into a normal mic?
Yeah. And then it's like on top of all of this, everything is lip syncing. So it's like, really, why do you need two microphones to lip sync?
Oh, that's never mind. That's really weird. Okay.
It just looks weird. And obviously no kid in this audience is thinking that. They're just like, oh my God, it's Malachi Barton like on this stage. But like, but I like see TikToks and I think it's weird. And like, no shade to them. Like, they are doing what they have to do to get their coin and to build the platforms that they want to like launch their careers in the future. I think this whole production is weird. Yes, I want to go. Yes, I do think it's strange.
Okay. I feel like if you went though, you would be surrounded by like children.
Yes, which is a reason that I cannot go unless I went with like 4 other people my age. Minimum
Right.
4 people.
Yeah.
And we would have to like dress up. Like, we would have to play Disney adults.
Yeah. And honestly, that's fine.
They're not coming to a city near me, unfortunately. They just are skipping the whole Pacific Northwest. So
Oh, really? Are they going to Boston?
I think so. I think they're going to Boston very soon, actually.
Oh, okay. So is this like a full performance?
It's a full performance.
Like dance, like
They have
a
backup
production.
dancers. There's lasers,
Wow.
lighting, choreography, like the whole thing. It's like, it looks like spectacular, just like extremely cringe in the fact that like they're not singing live and they all love each other but also like kind of hate each other at the same time. Like, you can tell that there's some
Yeah.
competition, but that they are like putting up this like, we love each other. The Dara Renee of it all is an issue for me because I just feel like she should be spotlighted more because of the talent that she possesses and the catalog of work behind her and success behind her that none of the other people have.
Interesting. You know what this is giving me very much? I feel like there hasn't really been a Disney movie that's been this big and like going on like a whole singing tour thing since High School Musical when they went on tour.
You're right. And I think they're trying to replicate that energy. And honestly, with the crowd that they have, they absolutely are replicating it in terms of fan base, in terms of interest from a youthful audience. Like, they have that. They have their kids like locked in the same way we were locked into the High School Musical movies. I just can't imagine that, like, in terms of quality, like what we're seeing now versus what we had growing up is so different.
Yeah. One of the biggest regrets of my life was that I wasn't able to go to High School Musical in concert, like when they went on tour.
Yeah.
And I was devastated and distraught over that. And so I'm really happy that like this is happening and like kids are able to go and stuff. But I mean, they had Drew Seeley on stage singing as if nothing happened because they knew Drew could actually sing. But I feel like if they're doing what you're saying now of like lip syncing, like it wouldn't even matter. They would have put Zac Efron out there and just have him lip sync.
Yeah. I think just the style of show that they have now, I don't think that they could have done that at the time of High School Musical because that was, I don't know how to explain it. It's such a different energy.
I see.
Because also High School Musical is so grounded in reality. As fake as that world is and like unrealistic as those situations are, and like obviously like the number of coincidences that would have to happen for any of that storyline to make sense in real life is insane. But like, it's grounded in reality. Descendants and Zombies are inherently fantasy stories. And because of that, their tour is just like, it's so out of this world. And like, it gets to be as ridiculous as it is. But yeah, I wish I went to High School Musical live as well. I didn't know that that was a thing until the DVD came out.
Ugh, that was, yeah, no, I was That was so sad for me, bro. I would see like the ads for it, and my mom wouldn't let me go. I think it was really expensive, and so she was
Probably.
like, no.
On that note, I feel like we should add songs to the playlist.
Okay, are we gonna add like Descendants zombie songs?
Maybe I should and like you should add a normal song because no one wants to listen to two of those.
Maybe I'll add a High School Musical song.
Okay, yeah, you add a High School Musical song, but do like a niche one. If you do it every day, I'm gonna scream.
No, I'm gonna do Gotta Go My Own Way.
Okay, okay. I love it. I'm gonna do the song from the new Descendants movie that they've been performing live and not looking at each other while singing, and they also have the two microphones. I don't know what it's called, but you'll see it in the playlist later.
Okay, perfect. Love.
And with that, I feel like the weeknight is over.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like almost 11 p.m. here. So with that, everyone, enjoy your weeknight, and thanks for slumber partying with us.
Thank you to Jameson for editing.
Thanks, Jameson. We love you.
Bye, Jameson.
Bye. That was crazy. I hope my thing was still recording this whole time.